Two men locked in eternal combat, one's teeth sinking into the other's flesh like a rabid animal. No, this isn't a scene from a horror movie. It's actually a prestigious painting hanging in one of France's most famous museums. Today, we're uncovering the fascinating story behind this disturbing masterpiece and why its message is more relevant than ever. Let's set the scene. It's 1850, and Bouguereau is a young artist with something to prove. He's already failed twice to win the prestigious Prix de Rome, a competition that could make or break an artist's career. For his third attempt, he decides to go big. Really big. The result is this monumental painting that stands over 8 feet tall and nearly 6 feet wide. But here's the interesting part. Bouguereau wasn't known for painting scenes of horror and violence. In fact, he would later become famous for his sweet, idealized paintings of pretty women and cherubic children. This makes Dante and Virgil in Hell even more fascinating. It's like catching a glimpse of another side of the artist, one driven by fierce ambition and willing to push boundaries to achieve success. So, what exactly are we looking at here? The painting captures a scene from Dante's Divine Comedy, specifically the Inferno section. Think of it as the original horror story, written in the 14th century by Italian poet Dante Alighieri. In this scene, we're in the 8th circle of hell, a place reserved for fraudsters and counterfeiters. Not exactly a 5-star destination. The two main figures in the painting tell us a disturbing tale about the consequences of deception. The one being bitten is Capocchio, an alchemist who tried to fool people by creating fake gold. Interestingly, he was actually a friend of Dante's in real life before taking a wrong turn into the world of counterfeit bling. The other figure, the one doing the biting, is Gianni Schicchi. The guy's crime? He pretended to be a dead man to steal his inheritance. Standing off to the side, watching this eternal punishment unfold, are our tour guides through hell. The poet Dante himself and his guide, the ancient Roman poet Virgil. Dante wears a leaf crown and a white robe, while Virgil is dressed in red and blue. They're like supernatural true crime documentarians, witnessing the punishment of history's greatest fraudsters. Now, let's talk about what makes this painting so powerful from an artistic standpoint. Bouguereau's technical skill is on full display here, and it's nothing short of impressive. The way he painted the human body is almost photographic in its realism. Every muscle, every tendon, every drop of sweat is rendered with incredible precision. The two fighting figures are twisted into an almost impossible pose, yet their anatomy looks perfectly believable. The lighting in the painting is particularly clever. Notice how the two main figures are illuminated as if by a spotlight, while the background fades into a smoky darkness. This creates a theatrical effect, like we're watching a horrific play unfold on stage. The reddish-black sky and the craggy rocks in the background add to the hellish atmosphere, while in the distance, we can make out more tortured souls and even a flying demon. Because what's hell without a few demons, right? Bouguereau's use of color is masterful and deeply symbolic. The pale, almost marble-like flesh of the fighting figures stands out dramatically against the dark background, making their struggle the immediate focus of our attention. The red tones in the sky and scattered throughout the painting remind us that we're in hell, while the cool blues and whites of Dante and Virgil's robes set them apart from the damned souls they're observing. Look closely at the background and you'll notice 7 more naked figures in the distance, possibly representing other souls suffering their own eternal punishments. There's also that creepy flying creature with its monstrous smile and deadly eyes, a reminder that in hell, there's always someone watching your torment. While this painting works brilliantly as a dramatic scene of punishment in hell, it also invites us to think about deeper questions. What drives people to commit fraud? How do we as a society deal with deception? Is eternal punishment ever justified? These are questions that were relevant in Dante's time, in Bouguereau's time, and certainly in our time. The painting also speaks to the relationship between art and morality. Bouguereau wasn't just showing off his technical skills here. He was creating a powerful moral warning about the consequences of dishonesty. It's like a 19th century version of those true crime documentaries we binge watch today, except with a much more definitive sense of justice being served. What makes Dante and Virgil in Hell particularly special is that it represents a unique moment in Bouguereau's career. He would never again paint something so dark and violent. Instead, he became famous for his idealized scenes of mythology and everyday life, earning both fortune and criticism for his pretty style. This painting, then, stands as a testament to the road not taken, a glimpse of what might have been if Bouguereau had continued to explore darker themes. It's like finding out your favorite romantic comedy director once made an incredible horror film. As we step back from our close examination of Dante and Virgil in Hell, we can appreciate how this remarkable painting continues to speak to viewers today. It reminds us that great art isn't just about technical skill or shocking imagery. It's about touching something universal in the human experience. Whether you see it as a masterpiece of academic painting, a moral warning about the consequences of deception, or simply an incredible piece of visual storytelling, there's no denying the painting's power to grab our attention and make us think. It stands as proof that even after more than 170 years, art can still reach across time to tell us something important about ourselves and our choices. The next time you're tempted to cut corners or deceive others for personal gain, remember Bouguereau's painting. Those two figures locked in eternal combat serve as a dramatic reminder that our actions have consequences, though hopefully less dramatic ones than ending up as the subject of a masterpiece about the punishments of hell. If you've enjoyed diving into the dark side of art history with me today, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps support the channel. And if you want to explore more fascinating stories behind history's most powerful artworks, make sure to subscribe and tap that bell icon. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Drop a comment below and let me know. What other disturbing masterpieces from art history would you like me to explore? Or share your thoughts on this painting. Does it make you think twice about telling little white lies? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll uncover another amazing story from the world of art.